Good evening. These are the stories making the headlines in the Hot 7 Nightly News.
The health minister expresses doubts over disturbing photographs allegedly taken at the Victoria Hospital. The National Workers Union says Scotiabank St. Lucia needs to get its house in order even before the acquisition goes through. And the Police Welfare Association says, indeed, more boots are needed on the ground during this festive season. We have the details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovely and Amy Joseph.
It is Wednesday, the 5th of December 2018. Welcome to the Hot 7 Nightly News. I am Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. Health Minister Mary Isaac has expressed doubts over recent troubling photographs allegedly taken at the Victoria Hospital. Minister Isaac says the photos showing a male lying on the floor of the casualty waiting area are false and is the work of a mischief maker. Rochelle Gonzalez tells us more in this report.
Following the shocking release of photographs of an injured man lying on the waiting room floor on social media on Monday, allegedly at the Victoria Hospital, the Minister with responsibility for health, Mary Isaac, has rebuffed the claims. According to the original poster, who goes by the name Vitus Peter, the man who seemingly had an injury to his leg as a result of an accident was on the floor pleading for help for hours. He said he eventually asked the nurse for assistance, to which she replied that there were no more beds. He continued on to say that the man wasn't seen by a doctor until about 3 a.m. On Wednesday morning, Isaac called the post an act of mischief.
We have to be very, very careful not to encourage people to create mischief in the healthcare system. Healthcare is about all of us. Anybody can take ill tomorrow and they have to go to one of our healthcare units, right? We do not know that that was Victoria Hospital, and I'm inviting people to look at the footage, look at the surroundings, and see whether we have any such place like that at the Victoria Hospital. And I know that the posting said, I went to a hospital. It did not say Victoria Hospital. But automatically, because people are so quick to try and paint government black or negative, they have taken it to mean that it was the Victoria Hospital.
Isaac said she cannot confirm that the incident took place at Victoria Hospital, and she warned persons to refrain from making claims that the incident took place there. When told that the poster himself made the confirmation, she had this to say.
Okay, well, I'm inviting you to show us where exactly that took place, because my staff at the Victoria Hospital, they cannot confirm that that ever took place at the Victoria Hospital. I'm not saying that things do not happen. And I know that our healthcare system, we found it broken and it is still broken. We are doing our best to try and fix it, and I believe that it is in a better place than it has ever been, because healthcare in St. Lucia has been progressively improving.
Meanwhile, Hot 7 News caught up with Peter in a telephone interview. He gave a response to the minister's statement.
I don't know what she considers as fake news. For me, fake news is something that did not happen at all. Okay? But I was there. I personally took the photos and I posted it up on Facebook. And not to bring down anybody or to do anything, but just to alert our ministers and persons that the way that our health care has become in St. Lucia, with the fact that we're now politicizing everything that happens when it comes in this country. So it is not fake news, it actually happened, and I urge the minister, instead of thinking of stating that it is fake news, to look into it and ensure that it doesn't happen again.
The condition of the injured man since the incident is unclear. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
The National Workers Union has added its voice to the ongoing discussion of the Scotiabank acquisition by Republic Financial Holdings. The NWU called an urgent meeting on Saturday, the 1st of December, with its members to thrash out the issues that need to be resolved by the bank before it is handed over to its new owner. Solange Alfred tells us more.
The announcement by Scotiabank to exit 9 Caribbean countries has shaken up many facets of society, Scotiabank, which operated in the Caribbean region since 1889, is now looking to refocus by selling its banking operations to Trinidad and Tobago-based Republic Financial Holdings Limited. With bank employees left up in arms, the National Workers' Union sought to call an emergency meeting with its members to address issues that remain unresolved with Scotiabank. Speaking with Deputy President General of the National Workers' Union, Solis Myers, she expressed that the meeting provided an outlet for Scotiabank members to highlight some of the outstanding matters and outline specific conditions that needs to be addressed by the bank.
Coming out of that meeting, we were given a mandate by the staff to give the bank an ultimatum because we have a number of outstanding issues at their feet, including that of the negotiations, which we already started, and also issues surrounding the merit increase that was paid to some level of staff and not others. So the NW is now in the process of writing the bank to relay our concerns and the staff's mandate so we could get some dates moving forward so we could meet and complete everything that's outstanding.
With more than 100 jobs hanging in the balance, Myers explained that further details are pending regarding the issues. She went on to state that a level of transparency and proper dialogue will be the best way moving ahead.
There is no set way in terms of a transition period, possible security of employment, benefits, etc. So there needs to be some serious discussion and consultation in terms of how we're going to move forward, how the staff will be affected, because you're talking about close to 100 or more staff members across the island from Groseley, Rodney Bay all the way down to Vieux Fort.
Without an outlined transition period provided, the NWU remains adamant that the issues with Scotiabank must be resolved before the sale of the financial institution goes through.
We are still dealing with Scotiabank, and there are a number of issues that are outstanding that they have been dragging their feet on. And given this recent situation or notification, if you will, it's even more important that we sit down and finalize and discuss everything, get closure so staff understand exactly what is going on, what their benefits are, and how we're going to move forward.
Scotiabank indicated that a more focused approach will be on markets with size and scale. The affected Caribbean countries include St. Lucia, Anguilla, Antigua, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, St. Martin, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
The Police Welfare Association has made a call for a Christmas bonus for its members. President Travis Chico revealed that the request has already been handed to the government negotiating team and the members are looking forward to a favorable response.
A counter-proposal has been drafted by the Police Welfare Association on behalf of its members, who have set a new mandate for the PWA to ensure a more detailed proposal is offered to its members. President of the PWA, Travis Chico, explained that the initial proposal was without a figure, and the majority of its members refused to accept the government negotiating team's proposal.
A number of elements of the proposal was missing. So what we did, we countered the proposal by the membership giving the Police Welfare Association a new mandate. And because of the new mandate, we then wrote to the GNT and we submitted the letter by Thursday.
Travis went on to divulge that the government negotiating team has not yet responded to the PWA's new proposal, but the members remain optimistic that their request will come to fruition.
We have every bit of zeal within us to make contact with the secretary, with responsible for the GNT and also the secretariat, to see whether or not they're prepared to respond to us based on what the members have asked that we should seek on their behalf in terms of a bonus for Christmas.
According to the president of the Police Welfare Association, the members stand firm in their position and the PWA will continue to negotiate for improved working conditions for its members, as well as seeking what it believes is a well-deserved Christmas bonus.
We will look to represent the members, their interests, and to see whether or not it is indeed fitting at this point in time to receive a bonus from the employer to give to our members for Christmas. However, the Welfare Association strongly believes that when it comes to our working conditions, these are things that we must negotiate upon. We've asked them that we should come back to the table in January and conclude negotiations before the end of the existing triennium and look to start negotiations for the new triennium of 2019-2022.
The Police Welfare Association continues to act as a support alliance for its members. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
The founder and managing director of the Adelaide home has revealed that the residents and staff of the home are recovering exceptionally well despite the homicide which occurred next door to the establishment last week. Augustus Justin says, on the other hand, he has not been approached by the authorities to discuss security for the home or its surroundings.
The killing of Windry Cole along Waterworks Road last week Thursday undoubtedly rocked the entire community, but none more so than the residents and staff of the Adelaide and Francis Memorial Home. The gruesome homicide occurred next door to the home for the elderly, with a number of residents and staff having a clear sight of Cole's body. On Wednesday morning, Augustus Justin, who is the founder and managing director of the home, told Hot 7 News that despite the trauma caused by the incident, the staff and residents of the home are coming along well.
I must say that they've been doing reasonably well. And there's one young lady who was cheeky enough to run out and see the body. Of course, naturally, she came back shouting and bawling the place down. But apart from that, so far so good. The residents who was able to see the body, as I say, strange enough, they've done extremely well.
Justin said since the incident, and bearing in mind the recent spate of robberies at different establishments across the island, he hasn't been contacted by any authority to discuss further security measures for the home.
Apart from the media, yourself and other media personnel, nobody has really come or phone to say, well, how are the whole, apart from, of course, my friends and concerned citizens, but authorities, unfortunately, no. I guess everybody is too busy.
Justin had a message for persons involved in Thursday's killing, as well as others in similar situations. Prayers and forgiveness is the answer.
We haven't got that sense of forgiveness. And it's like an eye for an eye, which is unfortunate. But if we are not strong spiritually and we don't pray, there's always that temptation to go after the culprit, So really, what can I say? I mean, it's not my brother who was shot, but the first thing that comes to one's mind, if you're not a prayerful person, is revenge. I go get hold of that person. Especially somebody you love very much was gunned down for no reason, right? So really, the answer is prayer, really. Be strong enough to say, well, look, I forgive him.
The Adelaide and Francis Memorial Home was opened at its Waterworks location in 1994. However, the home was established back in the 70s. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Still to come, OECS representatives meet to chart the way forward for geothermal energy. The Police Welfare Association calls for greater police presence in the city, and a call is being made for greater inclusion of persons with disabilities. Stay with us.